What's going on, everybody? This is Shalinus Love, and I'm going to be touching on a serious subject today. Basically, when it comes to this pandemic, they ended the unemployment assistance as of September 4th. That was the last filing date anybody can file. They haven't extended anything. It's been up to the actual states and governors themselves that received extra funding for this type of situation, but they no longer have the funding because they use the funding for something else. But regardless of the fact, I have been racking my brain trying to figure out why I cannot find a damn job when they say there's so many of them out there, okay? Let me read this to you. Automated hiring software is mistakenly rejecting millions of viable job candidates. A new report says automated systems are hurting the U.S. labor market. I wonder if this is what's going on. Automated resume scanning software is contributing to a broken hiring system in the U.S., says a new report from Harvard Business School. Such software is used by employers to filter job applicants, but is mistakenly rejecting millions of viable candidates, says the study's authors. It's contributing to the problem of hidden workers, individuals who are able and willing to work but remain locked out of jobs by structural problems in the labor market. The study's authors identify a number of factors blocking people from employment, but say automated hiring software is one of the biggest of the biggest. These programs are used by 75% of U.S. employers, rising to 99% of Fortune 500 companies, and were adopted in response to a rise in digital job applications from the 90s onwards. Technology has made it easier for people to apply for jobs, but also easier for companies to reject them. Automated software relies on overly simplistic criteria. The exact mechanics of how automated software mistakenly rejects candidates are varied, but generally stem from the use of overly simplistic criteria to divide good and bad applicants. For example, some systems automatically reject candidates with gaps of longer than 6 months in their employment history, without ever asking the cause of this absence. It might be due to a pregnancy, because they were caring for an ill family member, or simply because of difficulty finding a job in a recession. More specific examples cited by one of the study's authors, Joseph Miller, in an interview with the Wall Street Journal included hospitals who only accepted candidates with experience in computer programming on their CV, when all they needed were workers to enter patient data into a computer, or a company that rejected applicants for a retail clerk position if they didn't list floor buffing as one of their skills, even when candidates' resumes matched every other desired criteria. Over-reliance on software in the hiring world seems to have created a vicious cycle. Digital technology was supposed to make it easier for companies to find suitable job candidates, but instead it's contributed to a surfeit of applicants. In the early 2010s, the average corporate job posting attracted 120 applicants, says the study. But by the end of the decade, this figure had risen to 250 applicants per job. Companies have responded to this deluge by deploying brutally rigid filters in their automated filtering software. This has had the effect of rejecting viable candidates, contributing to the large pool of job seekers. The use of this software has become a huge business in itself, as the report notes. Over the intervening years, automation has come to pervade almost every step in the recruiting process. Applicant tracking systems, candidate relationship management, scheduling, background checks, sourcing candidates, and assessments. The global recruitment technology market had grown to $1.75 billion by 2017 and is expected to nearly double to $3.1 billion by 2025. Despite this, companies seem well aware of these problems. Nearly 9 out of 10 executives surveyed for the report said they knew automated software was mistakenly filtering out viable candidates, with some saying they were exploring alternate ways to hire candidates. But as the study's authors note, fixing these problems will require overhauling many aspects of the hiring system, from where companies look for candidates in the first place to how they deploy software in the process. Yeah, you know what? Now that makes some sense, okay? Because the thing is that I've applied to so many jobs. You have no idea. I'm talking, I did a count last week, and for last week and part of the week before, I submitted over 100 applications and resumes. I have yet to receive a phone call. The weeks before that was about the same. It averages about anywhere from 100 a week or more that I've been submitting, and I have not received one phone call. I've not received one email, and I am qualified for all of these positions that I've applied for because I wear many, many hats, and I've not gotten a call. I feel like I'm black marketed or something. Somebody just has hexed me from the workforce because I've been trying to get back to work for over a year, if not longer. I lost my job in March of 20. Here we are in September of 21. I started looking for work as soon as they opened everything up. What was it, in June of last year? And I still have yet to find anything. So something's going on for me not to receive a single phone call. And I have a feeling this is what it is. And I know it is. We used to use those at the places that I worked at. They would put in keywords, and if they didn't have the keywords, then they didn't bother with the application. And the problem is that we are all just a piece of paper nowadays. There's no person-to-person contact, face-to-face. When it was face-to-face, I had to choose from jobs. I would have 2 or 3 wanting to hire me. Now I'm just a piece of paper. And it sucks. It sucks really bad. Then, not only that, they want you to have an associate's degree to answer telephones, to be a receptionist. You have to have a college degree to be a receptionist. Get the F out of here. Are you serious right now? I don't think so. Because the thing is, me personally, I'd rather hire somebody that had 10 years experience working in the field than to hire somebody fresh out of college that just learned from a book. Straight up. Facts. It's getting annoying. And now they ended the benefits. So now what? Now, I have 0 income. 0 income. Let me repeat. 0 income. At least I had that PUA to depend on. Now I don't even have that, okay? So I don't have child support either, because that's another long story. But it's somebody who quit their $50,000 an hour job to go move out of town to get away from paying child support and quit his job and everything. So I have 0 income. This is not going to go down. This is not going to work for me. Something needs to give here. So anyways, let me know your thoughts. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.